She's gone forever. Lend me a looking glass so that her breath may mist or stain the stone, why then she lives. The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. I am King Lear!
My services to your lordship.
I must love you, and sue to know you better.
Sir, I shall study deserving.
Here comes the king.
Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our vast intent to separate all possessions from our age, conferring them to younger strengths. Tell me, daughter, since now we will divest us interest of territory, which of you shall say doth love us most? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than word can wield the matter, no less than life, with grace, health, and beauty. As much as child ever loved or father found, beyond the manner of so much I love you.
Of all of these bounds, even from this line to this, we make thee lady. What says our second daughter, Regan?
I am made of that as my sister. I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, and that I alone felicitate in your dear highness's love.
To thee and thine hereditary remain this ample third of our fair kingdom. And now our joy, although our last and least, what can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am. I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more nor less.
What goes thy heart with this?
I,
So young and so untender.
so young and true.
Then let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. From here on I do disclaim all paternal care and property of blood from
Good
this
my
woman.
liege.
Be some none between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery.
When Lear is mad, what wouldst thou do, old man? Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
On thy life no more.
Sister, it is not little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both.
That's most certain. And with you, next month with
You
us.
see how full of changes his age is. He always loved our sister most, pray you. Let's hit together. If our father carried authority with such disposition, we must do something. And in the heat.
Sirrah, I'll teach thee a speech.
Do.
Mark it, nuncle. Have more than thou showest, speak less than thou knowest. Lend less than thou owest, ride more than thou goest. Leave thy drink and thy whore, and keep in a door, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Oh, but can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
Boy, nothing can be made out of nothing.
Oh, pray thee, tell him so much the rent of his land comes to. Will not believe a fool.
I will have you whipped.
Thou'lt have me whipped for speaking true, thou'lt have me whipped for lying, and sometimes I'm whipped for holding my peace. I'd rather be any kind of thing than a fool, and yet it would not be thee, nuncle. Thou hast paired thy wit on both sides and left nothing in the middle. Ah, here comes one of the pairings.
How now, daughter? Methinks you are too much of late in the fry.
He that keeps no crust nor crumb, weary of all shall want some.
Not only, sir, this is your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel. Sir, I had thought by making this well known unto thee to have found a safe regress, but now I grow fearful that you protect this course.
May not an ass know when the cart draws the horse?
Does any here know me? This is not Lear. Does Lear walk thus? No, I would learn that by sovereignty, knowledge, and reason I should be false persuaded I had daughters.
Which they will make an obedient father.
Degenerate bastard, I'll not trouble thee. Ingratitude more hideous than the sea monster. Detested kite, thou liest. My train are men of choice and rarest parts. How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child.
Now, gods, as we adore, whereof comes that?
Life and death, I am ashamed that thou hast the power to shake me thus. That these hot tears which break from me perforce should make thee worth them. Blasts and fogs upon thee.
Nuncle, wait!
Oh, this man hath had good counsel. 100 knights at point. 100 knights. I know his heart. What he hath uttered I have writ my sister. She must not sustain him when I have showed th' unfitness.
Oh, the messenger from our king.
Not your stocks for me. I serve the king. Fetch forth the stocks.
There shall he sit till noon.
Till noon, till night, and all night too.
Why, madam, if I was your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will. My sister may receive it much worse than the king that I have ignored her message. Oh, I am glad to see your highness.
Oh, Regan, thy sister's not. She hath tied sharp tooth unkindness like a vulture. Here I can scarce speak to thee. Thou would not believe with how depraved a quality.
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation.
My curses on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands in the very verge of his confine.
Dear daughter, I do confess that I am old. I beg that you'll vouchsafe me bed and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Now return you to my sister.
Never. Art not ashamed to look upon this beard? Oh, Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended?
Oh, father, return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train.
Return to her and 50 men dismissed? No, rather I abjure all roofs to be a comrade with the wolf and the owl.
At your choice, sir.
I pray thee, daughter, do not make me mad. Thou art my flesh, my blood, or rather a disease that's in my flesh. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I'll go with thee. Thy 50 yet doth double 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5?
What need you 1?
Fire! Wind! Rain! Rage, wind, blow! Rumble thy belly full! Marine, wind, thunder, fire on my daughters! Please do not torment me! Leave me be! Leave me be! Here I stand, your slave!
Nuncle, a dry house is better than this rain. There, ask thy daughter's blessing.
Quickly! I ventured to come seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready. His daughter seek his death. Oh, what a night is this?
So white and such a traitor. To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak.
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed boorish fangs.
Upon these eyes of thine, I will set my foot, thrust him out at gates, and let him smell his way to Dover.
Ha! Goneril with the white beard!
I know that voice. Is it not the king?
Aye, every inch a king. I pardon that man's life. What was thy cause? Adultery? Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery.
Kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Good sir.
I will die bravely, like a smug bridegroom. I am a king. Masters know you that.
You are a royal one, and we will obey you.
Aha, so there's life in...
Sir, do you know me? Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hand in benediction over me. You must not leave.
Pray, do not mock me. I fear I am not in my right mind. I think this lady to be my child Cordelia.
And so I am.
If you have poison for me, I'll drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause, they have not.
No cause.
You must bear with me. I am old and foolish.
So we are not the first who with best meaning have incurred the worst. For the oppressed king I am cast down. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. No, let's away to prison. Together we'll sing like birds in a cage. I'll kneel down and ask thee of forgiveness, and so we'll live. Wipe thine eyes, come. Ah! Murderers, traitors all! I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Cordelia! Cordelia! Stay a little. Huh? What dost thou sayest?